What's going on, people's episode 225 of What's Up, Flobo? Hanging with you on this Wednesday morning when it releases, Tuesday afternoon, as I record this. Just a couple days removed from my birthday weekend. We'll get to the about. We'll get to talking about that in just a minute. Just want to say thank you so much for checking out this episode and all the other episodes and that What's Up Level canon available now, I guess exclusively on YouTube. And there's many ways you can support the show. I would say become a member of our Patreon, patreon.com/Flobo Boys. We got some bonus photo galleries and cool content in the month of June. I want to make sure I get that Flobito's Book Club episode up soon. But if you're not into that life, you can always buy me a coffee. Buymeacoffee.com/Flobo Boys. You can support shows like Commander's Log, Flobo Son on Netflix, Draped in Gold, and more. All right. So this was kind of the most oddest birthday weekend I had over the past, I would say 3 to 4 years. And I had a pandemic birthday. Just for a reference, that pandemic birthday, I went to lunch outside at a chicken shack around like 5 o'clock. And I went home and I drank by myself. Last year, I went bowling with some friends. This year, I performed live comedy. Now, I didn't really do much the day of my birthday. I did little things. I made sure I drank my first beer at 11 o'clock in the morning, and I played some video games, and I did some live streaming on Twitch. But I didn't want to physically do anything crazy for two reasons. One, I had a comedy show that night. I'll get to in a second. And two, I worked DJing at a wedding the next day, the Sunday. So I couldn't go crazy. I couldn't leave town. I couldn't go to the moon or anything like that because I had to be back bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to have a wedding that I was DJing. And a lot of my friends have heard me talk about this wedding for damn near months because it was logistically the most challenging wedding I had to cover, with spaces and with the bureaucracy, the legal tape, what I could and couldn't do over at the Natural History Museum. It's done now. The couple seemed to like it. I enjoyed doing it for the most part. I am okay with not having to do it again. But hey, I always keep my options open if the price is right, because that's how I get paid, daddy. But Saturday, the day of, was cool. I got all the carbs in my system. I had pieces of this giant sourdough bread in the shape of a crab. I was nibbling on that all day. And I have a racing wheel for video games, like a car racing wheel I got last month while I was leaning into doing more of racing game commentary to expand my esports portfolio. And my friend got me a game, ACC. So it was kind of cool to play a racing game. I'm terrible at them. I'm actually a way better driver in real life, but being able to play the racing game and roll it out was kind of like me time. It felt like unwrapping a toy, like Christmas Day or my birthday. So it was kind of cool. Now, there's a part of me that feels like I got shortchanged a bit. That I want to say, I wasn't sick. I didn't get food poisoning. I didn't have a bad birthday, but it was kind of muted. And even though I don't know what the opposite of that is, I'm not someone who skydives or get fine dining or do anything crazy. There's a part of me that's kind of like, man, I wish I had more days people celebrating me. Which, if you know me, is completely the opposite of what I'm about. I'm usually the guy who's like, yeah, come over and have a beer with me, and that's it. I'm not a birthday week person or a birthday month person or a birth season person. But this year in particular, because of the challenges of the day after, I'm like, you know what? I'm taking more weekends in July and calling it extended birthday time. So if you want to send me birthday gifts, no, I'm just kidding. No, but I'm trying to find time to eat good food the next couple weeks, eat good food, hang out with some good people, being able to try some new experiences, just to give myself a little bit of that birthday afterburn type of situation. The comedy show on Saturday night was good. Red Gorilla Comedy Hour. I'm not sure if you guys, when I say you guys, I mean people listening long term on the channel. Red Gorilla was a brand I worked with for years because the guy who runs it, Josh Waldrop, and I were in the wrestling scene about 10 years ago. We became good friends. He gave me a chance to commentary for the first time, and he became a comedian after I did. So it was kind of like this weird double helix thing. And so the story goes, he hit me up about a month ago and said, hey, look, I got this show. I want to have this festival in town called Hollywood Fringe. I got to submit the entire show. The today, can I put you on the list as a comedian? I go, okay, but I hadn't really performed live in months. I got approved, and before you knew it, I was on the poster. And I go, okay. And I stress about that for so long, about what I was going to say, whether or not I was connecting with my own material or am I just going to recite jokes. It was kind of touch and go, but the show was really cool. I had about 5 friends come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friends come out. I think 7 people were coming, but we had 2 bails. So hey, 5 out of 7, pretty good. To be able to do material on stage. Now, a lot of the things I said before, but I don't think I actually did any of like my jokes because I had forgot them. When it called my name and I was on stage, a lot of the jokey jokes I wanted to try, I just forgot. But in the moment, it was good to be able to have a structure of what I was going to say that, but keep it loose enough to feed off the energy in the room. It was a small house, but it was still fun. And I think that was the connection of the material I was looking for. I'm not sure if I have enough to go a full hour. I am not sure if I want to be able to have a Netflix special, but I came out of it with a net positive. My friends were in the crowd. Of course, they are fans, so they are more inclined to laugh. So I know I'm always kind of like, well, what do strangers think? But I didn't feel as bad as I thought I would be going into it because I was as rusty as I was going into it. So who knows if comedy is going to be priority 1, priority 2, priority 4, but I don't think I'm done yet. So it's pretty cool to discover that in that way. But it was fun. Let me know how you celebrated your birthday in the comments below because I may just steal some of your ideas. But that does it for me. Thank you so much for checking out this edition of What's Up, Flobo. I'll see you next week, maybe from on the road.